All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Spy Family, episode 6. All right.
Anya can go into school with a happy heart and full of confidence and
energy and
awesome
and bravery.
Yes.
Because she survived that crazy ordeal and was rescued by a wonderful spy.
That's right, because her dad is a spy. But we also had some very important questions brought up. Who would win in a fight, Lloyd or Yor?
It's not even close. Yor would kick his ass.
I think Yor would
Yor has
kick his
a
ass.
specific set of skills.
Indeed.
A very specific set of skills.
Right. Lloyd sometimes has to do the assassinating, but
yeah. He would probably be able to survive an encounter with Yor.
Right.
But he would have to run away.
Exactly. I feel like he would definitely be able to figure out a way to escape.
Yes, that is something that he seems to be the best at. But he is more of an infiltrator and an actor than he is more of a fighter, a one-on-one. Because she dropped into like 3 different fighting styles.
She did.
To destroy him.
While drunk and while in heels.
Yeah.
Now, the heels ended up being her downfall, but, you know.
But she was still beating him.
Exactly.
While drunk and in her heels.
Drunk enough to, I'm guessing she was blackout drunk, you know? And she's not going to remember pretty much anything from that night. And that's how, you know, Lloyd's secret will be maintained.
It was so fucking cute, though. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, but, all right. I love that Frankie was also very involved in this whole process here. We're building our own little found family that has uncles in it, too.
Yep. And
even a grandpa.
Yes.
And maybe when we go actually into the college setting side of things, we can have, you know, Anya make friends. And actually, like, have, you know, acquaintances of sorts that go beyond her little spy family.
I can't wait for Henry Henderson, Mr. Eleganto,
Eleganto,
to truly take Anya under his wing at the school, but then also maybe be invited over for tea at the Forger's house.
Ooh.
That would be awesome.
That would be wonderful.
Yep.
I think that would also be a great security risk, and they would probably do it in a public
definitely.
place, you know?
And I'm sure Anya would somehow make sure that it happens, and then Lloyd would freak out a lot. Yeah.
And Yor would like very much consider the poisoning, you know, process, like if it ever came that close.
No, he's solid, he's good. Yeah. Don't need to worry about him.
Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. See, I want that. I want Anya going off, having her time. Day in the life of Anya, entirely from Anya's perspective.
Lloyd and Yor needing to organize play dates for her.
Well, yeah, but not even like have them be involved for like the majority of the episode. Just like her at school, meandering about around the campus.
It's actually a cutthroat school hierarchy that she must climb to the top of.
And then navigating like love confessions and all that nonsense, you know? No, she's so small. Oh. True.
See, I wasn't married that day.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh no.
And Anya would be reading her mind of exactly what that means.
Holy shit! Oh my god! All the stuff in the previous episode is completely gone now. Yeah.
Don't worry,
like
Anya.
What?
You were just kidnapped last episode, and your daddy saved you.
Look at his face. He's so tired.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am in fear.
She's probably practicing to eat more. I mean, not eat. Speak more. You know,
eloquently or elegantly.
Yeah. Damn, how on the nose is this supposed to be? No. What the fuck? That was amazing. Oh.
Yes. A Yor and Anya episode.
Yes. Have a nice day.
That's
great. My god.
Watch, Anya does actually get kidnapped, and then Yor just kills all the kidnappers.
Of course. That it's an elevator, yeah.
Yep, Classic.
I love all the brass in the music. Oh.
Oh my.
Oh, this is Carmen Sandiego character. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. Wow. Okay, gotcha. So that makes sense why there's so many
the
students.
whole
then.
range of the education, all there.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of hierarchy stuff going on here.
So Anya needs to become
Yeah.
an imperial scholar.
That was what that kid was probably wanting to do.
We're actually gonna get into the mechanics of how Anya will climb the ranks.
Yeah.
But she's only like 5 or 6 right now. Is she actually gonna get there anytime soon?
Oh shit. Can these be removed?
But look at how cute she
It
is!
is so adorable! Oh. Wow.
On an
Oh,
Ujing!
yes. Oh. Oh my god. Yes, let's go to the park. Oh.
Oh yeah, she's kind of flexing on everybody.
Yeah, she's kind of, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. A little bit of, Sure. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna try and build a bond through some food.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
These gonna be high schoolers, like.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Are they gonna try and kidnap Anya? She literally got one of everything. No, Anya, stay. Ah, damn it. Shit. Bite him, bite him. Oh, they think. Oh.
Yep. Now, normally I would be a lot more worried about this.
Right,
you know?
but it's your.
But it's your. Like, and Anya knows that Yor is absolutely going to rescue her.
Oh my god!
Yes. Lasted all of 12 seconds after grabbing Anya. No.
Oh.
Pay for the morgue.
Oh.
What the fuck?
To get the uniform.
Ah.
She pissed it with her fingers.
Yeah! Yeah.
Yeah, who cares about the vegetables and all that? This is what matters, yeah.
Right. And now
Yeah.
she's learning how to be a mom and like
It's okay. Oh. Oh. Sometimes even mom needs head pats.
that's right.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Train me!
Yes.
Oh my god. This is actually a battle shonen.
Yeah.
Without dying!
Maybe you don't need to be a normal mother.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Lloyd's gonna come back and be like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so ready for this. Oh, maybe you change your mustache, dude. He's the art teacher, probably.
Not history teacher.
No, art teacher, remember?
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, but that will... I won't stand out as much.
Right. And now Anya's getting the exposition now. Imperial Yoshikawa. The houses and housemasters?
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Spectre Hall? That sounds like a very spy-y place.
Oh.
You orchestrated it?
Damn.
Alright.
Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, he looks like a little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The friendship scheme. Yes.
Wow. She's so nervous.
Oh my god. The
What
evil
are
boss.
these hairstyles?
Yes. Yes.
I could never be friends with that person.
Oh. Oh my god. So much intel opportunities. Ah. You guys are definitely going to want to attend that.
Yep.
Good opportunity there.
And they'll have to deal with their own social hierarchies and stuff. She's got good range on her telepathy.
She does. She does. I think she, like, has...
Yeah.
Most elegant dishes. Oh, they even get separated and raised up? Wow, there's a lot of hierarchy stuff going on here. She's literally behind the crowd, too.
God, that kid's hair.
Yes, approach her. Oh no, what's she gonna say? Oh! 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 Yes! Yes!
Right!
Yes. A big girl! And her hair's tied back! Oh! Oh my god!
I love it!
She's like a big girl!
Yeah. Oh.
And now they're gonna be best friends!
Yep.
Oh my god, the rivalry shall begin!
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, because she was just smiling. He was the one making all the fuss.
Anya, you have to work on your smile a little bit. Man, she's still using it!
Oh my god.
Oh! 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 Oh no, she's gonna get a demerit on her first thing. Oh my god! Oh yeah, yeah, let's go. Come to his.
She made a friend.
Yeah.
And she was, because they were doing something to her friend.
Yeah. Oh, the friendship has begun. Oh, very elegant.
Eleganto.
Yeah, he
You
still
did
has to
still-
give her.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh no. Because their kid was punched.
And it was a good punch.
Yep. Three immediately. Oh. Whoa.
So she can punch him twice more without getting expelled.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Minus 100.
Minus 100. Oh,
That was incredible. I love it.
God, her smug little smirk, just like
That has to be like a meme now.
it's just so perfect because she doesn't necessarily know what would be like a grown-up, mature smile. So for her, she's like, I'm gonna look sophisticated. I'm gonna look smart, which makes her look condescending.
Right, which
So
is
she's all,
kind of perfect for what she wants
It
to
is.
do.
It is actually, but it is not a. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Was that in there the whole time?
I think so. Then, yeah.
And she did a really good job of being like, okay, wait, what were the things that I was taught? How can I like talk through this situation?
Yeah, the one negative is that she has a selective memory, so she has to, keep all of it in her mind at any given point. But it
Right.
might even be a thing that just because she's using so much of her mental faculties with telepathy, remembering all that stuff is well, it didn't become relevant until just now,
Right.
so now I remember it.
And I love just the level of animation that was just put into that punch.
That was.
Let's begin the Anya Shonen
Yep.
school training battle arc, yes.
Holy shit.
Eleganto.
Eleganto indeed.
This,
We got two packages.
Yep.
For one
For one episode.
perfect episode.
And really, yeah, I really do feel like this was the perfect episode to have here, and because it did a couple things. We got Anya getting to school, awesome, and it set up the conflict very nicely. We had some progressions and some different things that happened there.
We know the rules, we know the stakes, and we know the ways in which the players involved can manipulate things in order to move up or end up falling back.
Exactly, and Anya has already made quite an impression, so it's. Her time at school is definitely not going to be boring.
Yeah, she will be popular, but maybe more infamous than,
Exactly.
famous.
I mean, a mix of both. You can use both, right? Theoretically, she could go all the way up to 7 demerits before, she gets the 8 merits to get into the Imperial Scholars. Because it's not, they don't cancel each other out as far as we know. So, okay. But then also, and this is the thing that I think I'm the most excited for, because is the stuff with Yor. Because the stuff with Anya getting into the school, that has to happen eventually, right? Because the plot revolves around that.
For sure.
But the dynamic of Anya and Yor being set up here, I feel like is really important because since Yor does not have a mission,
right,
it's easy for her to not necessarily be the focus of a scene, right? Because she doesn't need to be, right?
In some ways, her job will make it so that she's never the focus.
Exactly. But seeing the dynamic between her and Anya is super important to get that set up early on so that way we know what the full family dynamic is. We got a lot of good stuff with Lloyd and Yor, Lloyd and Anya, but now Anya and Yor.
It's perfect timing for it.
Perfect timing for it.
We were wanting recently we're like, it'd be nice
the one
to have
thing that would really
really
be
close
nice.
this deal and set a good foundation. And here we go. She's
Yep.
gonna train Anya, and that way this is something that I think is really, really special and emotionally resonating with me, is that Anya is going to have a special kind of respect and love for Yor that goes beyond just the roles that they share in the family. Yor is going to also be her teacher, sensei, trainer, however you want to call it. But that means that Anya is going to hang on every word and action that Yor does, which means that Yor gets that beautiful burden of being
a true parent.
A true parent, but being observed.
Right.
In every way, shape, and manner by Anya, and it's like, oh, that's both chilling but also so wonderful in that you'll be able to give so much of yourself to this child, and they'll actually be like, yeah, absolutely.
And in classic fashion for this show, it wasn't just something where we get to see Anya grow and be taught and things like that, but it's also a moment of growth for Yor, because she's realizing, oh no, that really took me for a loop when the person said, oh, maybe she really still prefers her real mom.
Yeah, she's still thinking about that.
Because she doesn't know that, like, what the situation is with Anya, right? No. Like, she thinks that, like, that she is Lloyd's actual daughter, you know? And so then she's like, well, but I still do want to be this girl's mom. And so she does. And it's awesome. Even though she doesn't know everything yet. She doesn't know that maybe you should stick with your child at the supermarket and not let them just go outside by themselves, you know? But hey, she ended up learning and taught those rascals a lesson, and and there you go. But one of the other things that I think is really important here is that Anya being able to read minds can be a source of comedy in the show for sure, but it also provides a very important element for how these characters that are living a duplicitous life can be their true selves, right? Because if Anya is able to connect with who they really are, because she knows, she can hear their thoughts as they're interacting, then we can see something like with the training where it's not just that Yor is teaching Anya something, and being a parent and, and all that stuff, but this is kind of the real Yor that Anya gets to see, and we get to see by proximity.
And things aren't going to get lost in translation, because at the very least, even if Yor doesn't communicate it in the best way, it's going to get communicated by Anya listening to her thoughts. So what's really special here is that Anya will end up, in a lot of ways, doing this little thing like she did in this episode, where she remembers back to the wisdom of Yor.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. I want to make all kinds of puns about. But, okay. So, Yor had her moment of where she's like, I don't need to be a normal mother.
Right.
Wonderful.
Way to go, girl.
Good character development there.
Yep.
Anya had her moment of realizing that, oh shit, my parents really do know what they're talking about here, because I am all alone in this instance here, and all I have is the wisdom of Yor to lean back on here. Oh, maybe they don't know what they're doing, because I tried the smile thing and it didn't work.
I tried the punching thing and it didn't work either. I mean, it did. It was a very effective punch, but,
So that also means that Anya needs to balance the fact that her parents do know what they're talking about, but she'll need to ask them questions as to, what do I do next time? Because I don't feel like I did it the right way. And they're going to be like, oh, it's okay, Anya. So in that instance there, this is probably what's the best thing to do. And be like, okay, all right. And Anya's going to learn, okay, when I'm independent and I'm out there at Eden College by myself, what's the best way to do things here?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Becky will come up to her and be like, listen, this place is a hellscape. But, yeah.
I'm really excited, particularly for the shonen school arc, basically, of, so
we've got some strong opponents out there.
We've got some really tough rivals. The teams are hardcore. They're serious, tough as nails. But if we band together, we can make this shit happen.
I can't wait for like the sports festival or culture festival or something like that. And then they're needing to compete and everything. But then Anya can also use her telepathic abilities and stuff. And it's going to be awesome.
I'm really also excited for the world building potential here, as we have a prestigious, wealth elite kind of school here, where you had the wholesome family of lots of kids then that she bumped into at the park that were like, oh, I'm hungry, what do you want, hamburger, and it's like, oh, okay. Anya then maybe picking up some snooty habits basically over the course of being at Eden College, and then having those moments of where she's like, oh, yes, I see, yes, I am the elite of the elite.
I mean, she does know how adorable she is.
Yes.
So, and she definitely was reveling in that power at the park. But
and she definitely tried to gaslight the shit out of the kid with the whole thing. Did you see it happen? Do you have proof?
I mean, he said that first, she's just a quick learner, But also then the whole thing of wait, everyone has this adorable uniform here. Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't just go around and be like, look at how cute I am, right? Which is also kind of wonderful because, yes, Anya is a character that is very extreme.
Very extreme, yes.
Right? But the idea of kids realizing when they go out into the social world
that they're not one of a kind.
They're not one of a kind. Yeah. It's, everybody has a mom that,
yes.
or like, not everybody has a mom, but the idea that like, just because your mom loves you and stuff doesn't mean that everyone else will think that you're as adorable as your mom does, right?
Right. The idea basically that you're not special is something that is very important, I would say, when kids especially go out into the social spheres where they realize, oh, I used to get people just to say yes to every single time I ask for something. These kids don't do that. Oh, okay. Right. Because, thankfully, Anya has just the ability to read minds in some ways. She can sense the duplicitousness. Right. But I also am excited for her to have that moment of where she kind of has the, oh, this person's a liar, but they're kind of cool, or they're kind of sweet, so okay, it's all right. She can kind of get into that gray area of like, oh, everyone around me is constantly lying, but I like these people. Like these people, I like them.
Becky at the beginning is like, she seems kind of like a baby, but whatever. It could be fun to keep her around for a bit, Oh no, I don't want to be friends with that person, But then later it's like, oh okay, yeah, no, maybe Becky's pretty solid, She's a kid, but maybe she's pretty solid. Yeah.
I loved the idea that Becky found the smirk to be like actually so mature. Wow,
right? Because it's like that is. That level of confidence to be able to just put that perfect of an aggravating smirk on your face as a kid, that is
some next level of passive aggressive.
Oh yeah, like that's the kind of superpower that everyone wishes they had, as a kid, right? Like that's some practical shit right there, Because yes, you had a bully, instantly he's just like, what?
Get under my skin! How dare you? Yeah,
smirk at me like that. Yeah. And Anya just like, even though she's like, okay, Yor was totally lying about the smiling thing, she still uses it. She still just goes back and resets to that of like,
which is funny because I think that Yor's advice will come into play later when she realizes what laughing and smiling actually does do. But it's you have to actually laugh, Anya. You can't just go hit. Like that's not a laugh.
Well, some would say that's not even really a smile.
No, exactly. But I'm talking about the laugh being something that was notably more absent than even the smile.
What I was expecting to happen in that situation is that she would do like a demeaning laugh, where she'd be like, and then it's like, as opposed to just like the sort of trying to laugh it off kind of a thing, a much more aggressive one. But
in some ways, yes, less is more here because it was the subtlety that carried the power.
Yes, that smirk is very subtle.
No, but that's the thing. No one else noticed.
Right.
This was a Damien, Becky, his cohorts, and Anya situation. It didn't spill out to the kids as a whole.
Even if people did, here's the thing. Damien was bringing up, like, do you have proof of the physical things that I did that, like, throwing stuff at you and stuff, right? Okay. What kind of proof would you need to be like, she's smirking? Okay, she's smirking, but I don't like it. So, yeah. So she's smirking, like even if you do have proof, the amount it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, the amount of power Anya could wield in this situation where it's almost like she could become the bully if she's not careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially because she probably will realize rather quickly that the amount of insecurities that her peers share just in general, not like having the exact same ones, but that they all share some form of insecurities, means that as a telepath, she could psychologically destroy these children if she's not careful.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no, wait,
like even though we had the whole situation where, okay, she has a demerit now, and theoretically it could have been 3, right? So she only needs 7 more to be expelled.
Yeah.
This actually, I would say, that was the best way that this could have gone.
Oh yeah.
Because she just pays a 1 demerit tax, and now, like a prison, everyone knows. like she just picked a fight with the biggest person in the prison, right?
Sure.
And walloped him good.
No one will mess with Anya now.
No one will mess with Anya. Even if they're like, okay, she's not going to do that and risk more demerits.
She's a poor girl.
Right.
Go.
But there's still going to be the thing of like I don't know, but maybe she would decide that 3 demerits are worth it and that she'd still have 4 left after that. And that punch looked like it hurt a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
I could very easily see that being a thing. I could also see it being a thing where Damien starts to weaponize basically the
his minions.
But the recklessness of Anya to basically be like, I'm gonna get her expelled. So
sure, antagonize her.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Punch me again? Like, do it! I dare you. You know.
Well, and that's where like any kind of social bullying, I feel like it will be a struggle. But I feel like Anya has a bit of the advantage given that she can read minds.
That's
so,
true, that's
you know,
true.
I am excited for that kind of stuff to happen in the ways that,
Same.
you know, it just doesn't go the way that Damien wants.
Yes. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.